located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria.
Thank you. And Amira, would you give your greetings? Good morning to the people out there.
Good morning.
Thank you, Amira. Yes, wonderful. Amira is here with us. And we want to say thanks to all our clients who have been wonderful clients throughout the year. The majority of you have been good. As we would have been here sitting right now, bringing the information. But you encourage us to do it. Up to just now, coming in the car, I got a call from a young man. He said, "Good morning, my mom gave me this number to call you." And it's so nice. And those are folks out there in Separia. So I want to send pleasant good morning to the folks out there in Separia, thanking you all for spreading the good news of good health to your loved one, because that is most important. I was speaking to someone this morning and I said, we take our lives for granted. We take our health for granted. And it's only when we become sick. It's only when the ambulance have to come and take us up. It's only when we have to, sometimes we are found, when I say we, some human found unresponsive. And you have to stir up the feelings of your loved ones, emotional sense of feeling. Then you understand, and that may be just too late. Now is the time to take care of your health. We are heading out to the closing of the year 2025. We have seen many persons have lost their lives in the hospital bed. Some persons lose their life home in road accidents and all different ways. But we are here. And that's why we give thanks always to the Creator for keeping us alive and blessing us with the energy, blessing us with the knowledge and the wisdom. I don't like to say wisdom, wise mind. Bringing the information to you folks out there and even to ourselves. Because when we see how people become sick, when they come into nature's touch, and we see how sick you are, you know what we do? We always ensure that we keep well in order that we assist you out there. So this is your time. Today we're going to speak about a very important subject area on health, your breath, asthma. And I could tell you, I've seen a lot of people in my lifetime working as a nurse, and even in my surroundings, my environment suffer tremendously from asthma attack, and it's not a good sight. It's not a good feeling for the persons who are helping, especially if you are not trained. It's very difficult for you to assist somebody with an asthma attack. It's like they're dying. So this morning, get your pens, get your pencils, get whatever device you have to take the information, take it down and call us. Now, on the landline, which is our office number, we have Dwight there who will take those calls. 241-7568. That's 241-7568. Amira will be announcing some of these numbers as we go through the program this morning. And we also have the mobile number, which is also WhatsApp, 398-8282. Call those numbers. And Amira, what you tell them to do? Come on, where?
Come down to nature's touch.
Yeah. You see here, that's the voice of the baby, Amira. How old are you, Amira?
7.
And Amira is giving you that message. She's 7 years of age, and she knows, and she listens. I told you she has been with us for the entire summer holidays, and she understands what we do at Nature's Touch. And she's here to encourage young children like herself to take care of their health. Do not wait until you reach teenage years and start suffering. You have to start now. Parents, I want you all to listen. You have your children who will be on summer break now, going to the Christmas vacation. And they will be eating and drinking all the niceties, which we all love. I know about those things. We came from the countryside, and I know how it feels to enjoy the nice fruit cake and the sponge cake. Amira is smiling. Some of us get ice cream, sorrel, ginger beer, ham, turkey, and all these things we know about. Traditional customs for those people who use meat, and there's a vegan who has all those, and pastels as well. They have the ones that are made from meatless pastels and the ones that are made from different sorts of meats. Everybody have their way of life. But the bottom line for every human being is cleansing of the body system. And when we fail miserably to take care of our health, we end up having issues, even just as asthma, because when you have asthma, it is where mucus has been embedded in the respiratory system and you cannot breathe, and that is life-threatening. As we begin to give you that information, Princess is about to deliver. I want you all to listen well to the delivery of the information about asthma this morning. Take care of your health and remember that your God, your Creator, placed every herb in the land for your healing. And we don't only do herbal supplement. That's why we are not herbalists. We are naturopathic specialists. We practice the art and science of naturopathy, and in doing so, part of our healing process is massage therapy and spas, and we give you the supplement for healing because your God, your Bible states, healing is the children's bread. Thank you, Princess.
Respiratory system. Asthma. Asthma, also called bronchial asthma, is a disease that affects your lungs. It's a chronic condition, meaning it's ongoing and needs prompt medical management. Asthma affects millions of people globally. Asthma can be life-threatening if you don't get treatment. When you breathe normally, muscles around your airways are relaxed, letting air move easily and quietly. During air asthma attacks, 3 things can happen. Bronchospasm. The muscles around the airways contract, tighten. When they tighten, it makes your airway narrow. Air cannot flow freely through constricted airways. Inflammation. The lining of your airways becomes swollen. Swollen airways don't let as much air in or out of your lungs.
You heard that. And that is because you hear people say asthma. Just give me a moment. You will hear a lot of people say about, I have asthma, or my son have asthma, or my daughter has asthma, and stuff like that. But you have to understand that having asthma is totally different from just saying, I have asthma. It is when mucus has filled the system, the respiratory system, your lifeline, your inhalation and your exhalation cannot be done properly because there is a blockage. Mucus has taken over that area. What you have is what is called an overproduction of mucus. And you take it for granted. And you just go and you get the pump and you feel good. You may get some sort of medication and you go back carrying along this disease and illness. And the reason why you will become chronic, because you have not dealt with the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of your problem is you have not cleansed your body system. You let it stay there and grow like a garbage dump. And then you expect to function as a normal individual, or your child or your husband, and say, my grandmother has it too. The reason why grandma has asthma too is because you all came from the same background. Because remember, we learn from our adults. We learn from our parents and grandparents, whether it's good or bad or indifference. You can only learn what is taught to you. Unless you grow older and you recognize some of the things that might have been practiced is erroneous, is wrong. And you say, you know what? This has been a tradition in our family. But I recognize because this is it, it causes us to become diabetic because we love too much of sweet stuff in our family. A lot of cakes, nothing is wrong with these things in it, but when you allow it to stay in the system and grow out of control, because you fail miserably to listen to the word of God that states that He placed the herb for your healing. At Nature's Touch, we encourages our clients to cleanse the body system on a quarterly basis. Some persons' quarter might be every 3 months, and some persons' quarter might be every 4 months. And the reason for that is, although we are very similar, some of us operate differently. Things that may affect me would not affect you. But at the end result, you will be affected because we have one thing in common. We are human. And as being human, we are affected by our environment, our cultures, our ways of operation, our lifestyle. And when these things happen, we pay the price with our life. That's why we have spent the entire year here every Friday morning, bringing you healthy information and education all about what's taking place with your health. You have made it thus far. But if you keep pouring toxic waste from the foods and the things we drink and the environment in your body system, and you do not remove them, as I always have to tell you every week, every time I speak, our God in his wisdom, in his wise mind, in his knowledge, omnipotent knowledge, far beyond the thinking of human, knew in advance so many, maybe thousands or millions of years ago. I don't know how long the earth has been in existence. But we come and we go and we come and we go, but the earth is here, the world is here. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Don't let me preach this morning. I see Princess smiling at me and Amira. But you know, we came from a line of preachers. I would like to say, as I said, that a pleasant good morning to Minister Kenton Small. He will be celebrating one of his Earth Strong this Sunday. Let me make sure. The 14th. The 14th is on, is it Sunday, Princess? I believe it's Sunday the 14th, but the birthday is the 14th. Sunday the 14th. He will be celebrating, and we all will celebrate, you know. And long life, health, and strength. We continue to serve your God, your Creator, in the days of your youth. And you will benefit and reap the harvest in your old age with blessings and long life. And we wish him long life, health, continued health, protection, guidance, everything that goes with a good life. And to all the other folks who are celebrating birthday on that day, or even today, and I am unaware, or during the course of the week, we wish you are. Kimani celebrated his 9th birthday. That's Luan's second son. Kimani is every Saturday they are at Nature's Touch. He was there yesterday as well at Nature's Touch. They are all clients of Nature's Touch. And let me tell you something. He enjoyed his day with us. He celebrated his 9th birthday. We give thanks for life. Because when he was born, he had some respiratory problems as well. And we took care of him. Yes. When he was born, he couldn't come home like a normal little baby. He spent about a month or 2 at the hospital. But you know, we did our stuff by doing the massage and the CPT, the chest physiotherapy, rooting out all. And that's one of the things we do at Nature's Touch. We just don't give you something to drink. We do the therapy, which is called the CPT. A lot of persons who have suffered tremendously with breathing problems have been aided very, very much for where they were and where they are now. But if you do it on a regular basis, you will find you reap even better benefit. You can't let it be so far. Remember, these things takes root in the body, and you have to root them out by removing them. But you cannot expect to get good result when you do things whenever you want to and whenever you feel to. And we put everything else before our health. I'm going to do that next month. Yourself, you know. Imagine you treating yourself how you will treat us. We treat me. So remember, my dear folks, do not take your health for granted and put it on a shelf. Your health is the most important asset you will ever own. Is Amira ready to give those numbers? Amira, there are 2 numbers there. Could you call out the numbers? So, yes, so persons will be able to, yes. Call out the first set of numbers. Princess, guide her. Call the numbers.
3, 9, 8, 8, 2, 8, 2.
That's the first number. That's also WhatsApp. And the landline now.
2, 4, 1, 7, 8, 5, 6, 8.
Repeat it again.
2, 4, 1, 7, 5, 6, 8.
Excellent, Amira. Wonderful. All right, that's our Amira. She gave you those numbers where you can contact us today. Stop putting off your health. Your health is the most important asset you will ever have. Meaning you must, listen to me, people. I don't know how much more to tell you this. For you to understand your life, your health is your life. Your health is your very existence on this planet Earth. And you put everything else before it. Always next month and next time when I get money. And some of you, age folk, some of you, not all of you. I always admire people who say, Empress, you know, I'm putting aside my money when I get my pension to come back to see about myself because I'm really feeling better than how I was. Some of you will say, I'm coming back and you spend your money on all kind of trivial things. And you leave your health and then you pass on. And you suffer before these things happen. We all have to go one day. But how do you go? Do you go in misery, in pain, in discomfort? You always putting off your health for some other thing that does not matter. After your God, your creator, it is you, the individual. And then you are able to take care of mommy, daddy, husband, children, friend, cousin, co-worker, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, the neighbor-in-law, everybody. But you must take care of self. You must preserve self first. You know, I always admire aviation law rules. When you're on a plane or on a boat, the instructions given is that you must secure yourself first. And I live by that. You must secure yourself first. Okay? So those folks out there who are listening, please remember to... I'm seeing if to put up a mic. I have all the mic up. I don't know what's happening, but I have them all up. Put it back down, up. Yeah? All the mic is up. Thank you for the info there.
Pastor Google.
Yeah. Good morning, Pastor Google, up down and listening. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, and to all the folks out there in San Fernando, Pleasantville, all my clients out there, pleasant good morning to you folks. Folks in Faizabad, a pleasant good morning. Folks out there in South Our Approach, good morning to you all. Love, love, love to every one of you all. Wherever you are in the Southland, folks in Point Fortin, good morning. Come on down to...
Nature's Touch.
Exactly. Come on down to Nature's Touch and ensure that you take care of your health. Your health is first and foremost. Princess, continue giving us that information.
Mucus production. During an attack, your body creates more mucus. This thick mucus clogs your airways. When your airways get tighter, you make a sound called wheezing. When you breathe in, it's a noise your airway makes when you breathe out. You might also hear an asthma attack being called an exuberation or a flare-up. It's the term for when your asthma isn't controlled.
Could you just read that again? It sounds very, very important. Persons who are listening out there, whether it's on the TV, on your radio, your television, your phones, your tablets, whatever connection, be it on the Facebook page or on the YouTube channel, listen to this information. Please, I beg you. It's important. Princess, continue.
When your airway gets tighter, you make a sound called wheezing when you breathe. It's a noise your airways make when you breathe out. You might also hear an asthma being called an exuberation or a flare-up. It's the term for when your asthma isn't controlled.
Exactly. And I want you to say, I am hearing some people saying, well, I don't have asthma. Let me tell you what happens. When you do not take care of your body system and cleanse and remove those waste products, that is what builds the mucus, which is called an overproduction of mucus. When that happens, it causes you to end up having breathing problems. And you will go and you will come and you will go and you will come and you will not get it sorted out because you fail miserably. You see our boy called Dwight at Nature's Touch, when Dwight had about 6 years of age, Dwight started having asthma attacks. Dwight couldn't go to school. Dwight wrote his SCA when he was age 14 because he used to live in the hospital until his health was taken care of with the natural healing. The Bible says healing is the children's bread. Understand it? And above all things, our God wish that our soul prosper and we have the best health ever. Somehow we are not understanding this. And I have been saying to a lot of our people who are believers in the word, do not understand what this means, and when they get sick, they run through and fro. Nevertheless, I will bring healing and health to our people. I will heal my people and will let them enjoy abundant peace and security. From the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, 3 to 6. That's verses 3 to 6. Let me tell you all something, my people. Our God set out everything for us, and we fail. We do all sorts of things except follow the manual of the creator of life, whom we call God. Somebody is there saying, Alana Jackson is saying, blessed good morning. Blessed good morning to you, Alana, and to all the other folks who are locked on. Thank you so much. As we continue to speak about healing at Nature's Touch this week, and what especially next Thursday, we begin tomorrow, Saturday, for some folks who may not be able to make it next Saturday. So this Saturday is your time at Nature's Touch. And we also have the 18th, which is next Thursday. And Saturday we conclude. And we go through the holidays, and we will be reopening on the 29th of December. But we close on the 20th. So we have a little rest, because you must rest and rejuvenate. Let me tell you something. Health is an all-round thing. Is that you do one thing. Sometimes we have people who say, I focus on what I am doing. Yes, you focus on what you are doing, and you leave the other things not taken care of, uncared for. Life is a balance. So you must cleanse the body system, have good, nice, healthy drinking water, eat the best foods we have, although these days, you know, the world is filled with chemical, and the food become contaminated. That is why your God, in his wisdom, in his wise mind, in his knowledge and understanding of the creation, even up to yesterday, I was telling some clients, thanks to all the folks who visited Nature's Touch yesterday. It was a very busy day, moving around, getting some folks to and fro. Good morning to some folks out there in Pity Valley. It was nice to see Shade and her mom visiting yesterday at Nature's Touch from Pity Valley area. It was a pleasure. The lady told me a story. The young lady, Shadi, she said, you know, Empress, I was lying in the Port of Spain General Hospital, sick with an issue, my liver. And while there, I took up my phone, and I was flipping through the phone, and I heard your voice on the radio on Friday. It was just in October here, a little over a month ago. And she said, what you said hit me so hard, because my mom has been trying to get me to cleanse my body system, to remove all those waste products from my body that I have kept all my life, and I did not listen to her. And when I heard what you said, I said, I must see that lady. And yesterday morning, good morning to Avenel and Miss Glenda, Avenel and I journeyed to Pity Valley, and we went to where they live, and we brought both of them, because she rang and she said, can I bring my mom? And the mom came along with her. They both came. And she said, it was a pleasure, and I will be back, and I'll be spreading good news. Her mom said, get me some cards so I can share it with my friends at church, so they can know what you all do. This amazing, amazing work you all do. And I said, I give thanks to the Creator, because I can do nothing on my own. We can't do anything on our own. We trust in the mercy and the grace of the Creator of life. So thank you all, folks, wherever you are. Good morning to Mr. and Miss Jordan, Mrs. Jordan, my wonderful client. Mrs. Jordan and Mr. Jordan, I told Avenel we coming with the shack and the guitar coming to look for you all. You know we're going to come. Princess coming along, Amira will be there, and who else? Miss Glenda will be there, and we might bring 2 other folks. So make sure that you get ready for that paran. Those are wonderful folks. Thank you for the cake that you brought along at Nature's Touch yesterday, and the other goodies. Thank you all so much for always, sharing your love with all of us at Nature's Touch, Mr. and Mrs. Jordan of Arima Way. And good morning to all my other clients out there. Those names that I can't call sometime because I don't remember all the names, but we love you all. Oh, not forgetting Miss Pereira, Mrs. Pereira, that wonderful lady. my client, she, you know what she said to Avenel and I when we were taking her back home yesterday? She said, I wish I could come more than once a month at Nature's Touch. She said, I love to come to you all. And she's an aged lady, and she enjoy her time with us. Because at Nature's Touch, you are like your home. You are like family. We love you, and we take the best care of you. We ensure your safety, your comfort, and we give you the best health care ever, because it is filled with love. So remember, I have these gift box. You see, I have this gift card here. You will see. Right. In here contains a gift certificate. That gift certificate is, you must say, oh God, that small thing in this big bag. Princess was laughing this morning when I showed it to her. I said, Princess, that's marketing. Don't worry. I said, and also, it's very important. Because what is contained in here could save your life and have you live healthy and longer. Many, many years. But if you fail, there are many of you who have never cleansed your body system. You have never tried to even say, let me do something about my health. You wait for cancer. You wait for diabetes. You wait for kidney failure. And you have to go on dialysis and then you die. I've taken many, many hundreds of people in my time at nursing at our nation's hospital for dialysis. When they come and they have to, that's the way the medical people do it. And I'm working, we have to take you. And I've never seen anyone survive because they try to help you. You come too late. You stay and let your body system become, your blood become so thick. It could not filter. Remember, part of the filtration system is attached to the kidneys where the tubes and all these different, people don't understand the unique way God created us. But we fail miserably and we do our own things and it causes us our discomfort, very much discomfort in life. So when you buy a gift this Christmas, buy a gift of good health from Nature's Touch. We have these gift certificates here. There are different prices. You call us and you find out what are you going to, there's price range of $500, there's $800, and there's $1,000. I think most of the $1,000 is already gone, Princess. We have some of the 8 and some of the 5 still on. The last day of this special will be on the 20th, which is next Saturday. We close off until the 29th of this month, God's willing. We reopen on the 29th, which is Monday the 29th of December, and go into the new year. But I am urging you, do not wait until your health is hanging by a string and try to rush to Nature's Touch. It might just be too late, or rush off to the hospital and then you curse the doctors and the nurses and the orderlies and you say how they ain't coming in time. Don't talk about the poor ambulance drivers and them. Oh God, they get abused because you all don't even know, try to even understand first aid. And all you do, you call, and when they don't come, like you think they will be by your door waiting for you. I'm not defending anybody, you know, but I'm speaking the facts. It's about facts and evidence. I see it all the time. Many times, sometime in the neighborhood, I would be passing by or observe somebody crowded around another. And when I go, I say, what's happening here? Oh, I look Empress. And they moved away because they know what we do and they know my experience and all the things I can do pertaining to the health. What's happening here? Oh, God, you know how long we call the ambulance driver? And they started quarreling. I said, listen to me. You all need to understand what is to be done. We fail miserably as individuals and we don't learn anything more than to quarrel with each other and abuse one another. I said, give me a chance. And before the ambulance is there, I will have that personality because I know what to do. And I am urging you all, one of the things you must do in the new year, when you make a new year resolution, plan to learn a bit about first aid. If you do not know about those things, learn about first aid. Find somebody, find a place, even call us at Nature's Touch. We can teach you how to do first aid because it's important. You heard the word first aid. I remember I was walking along 6th Avenue. I was standing by Subway. I just came from Aga's Nuts house to get in some stuff. And I got a call from a client, and I stood right outside Subway on 6th Avenue answering the call from one of my clients who called me. And while I was speaking, I had my head turned in the western direction, and I saw a truck, a delivery truck, parked just in front of the KFC on 6th Avenue. And I saw a young man stumble, a strong young man, you know, stumbled. He had a box of food in his hand and he stumbled and he fell. And I told my client, something happened to somebody, I've got to go and help them. And I went across the street, and when I got there, I saw his colleague trying to put some water in his mouth. And I said to him, water wouldn't help. I say, he's hypoglycemic, he's either diabetic or either he has not had anything to eat for the morning and his blood sugar level dropped. Get me something sweet, a soft drink, a juice, something. Get me something sweet. And he ran off to there's a little cafe on the side there. He ran off and he got one. And I said, hold up his head for me. And I put it into his mouth, because you can't give somebody something with your head, with them lying down. They will aspirate. All right? So I said, hold up his head for me. Keep him upright. And I put the drink in his mouth, and before you knew it, I saw the guy eye flutter. He was a bit confused because he went into hypoglycemic state. And yes, he was diabetic, and he didn't have anything to eat for the morning. And he just went flat out. So then I said, call the ambulance, take him to the hospital, and let the doctors do their part with him. I'm saying this to folks, family members, loved ones. Do not take your life for granted. Those of you who have been having all sorts of signs and symptoms that your body isn't working well, and you take it for granted, you will pay the price with your life. As we continue, I have the children part to show you the gift for the children. Princess, give us some signs and symptoms. Yeah, there is.
Asthma has multiple causes. Allergies. Some people's allergies can cause an asthma attack. Allergens include things like molds, pollens, or pet dander. Occupational asthma. This type of asthma happens primarily to people who work around irritating substances.
Okay, you have some more? Go ahead.
Asthma. COPD, overlap syndrome. This type happens when you have both asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, known as COPD. Both diseases make it difficult to breathe. Environmental factors. People can develop asthma after exposure to things that irritate the airways. These substances include allergens, toxins, fumes, and second or third hand smoke, which can cause damage to the immune system.
Thank you, Princess. Wonderful and very, very vital information with reference to asthma attack, mucus, overproduction of mucus, which also cause COPD. And a lot of people will come into the hospital with those issues, and we will bill and bill from there. I've seen people who can't even breathe. Even though they have on their face mask, their oxygen, they still can't breathe, and eventually they die. Before we continue, I would like Amira to call out those numbers for persons who would want to get those numbers. Call those numbers out, Amira.
398 8282.
Repeat it again. 398
398 8282.
Excellent. The other one, the office number.
2417568.
Excellent. That's 7-year-old Amira giving you those information, the numbers to call to book an appointment at Nature's Touch. 398-8282. That's the mobile number, which you can also call straight line or WhatsApp. The other number, 241-7568. That's the landline. If you call that number now, you will get Dwight on the phone. You can give him your number and ask him to have Empress call you when I get in. My people, it is your time, it is your opportunity to take care of your health. And remember, we also speak about the children's health. We don't leave out the children. I had a mother calling with reference to her son yesterday, who has been a client at age. She said, Empress, what do you have? What do you have Any special? And yes, we have a special for the children, a $4.99 special where they can come and go on the machine. Those of you who have your children with all sorts of issues. And I want to say good morning to a wonderful client. I call him Rastaman, never know his full name. And he brought his daughter. And you know, last Friday when we left here, when I looked, I heard voices, and then I heard calling. And when I looked, I saw the guy who I call Rastaman and one of his daughter coming up to nature. So she's not a child, a growing person. He said she has been vomiting all week, can't even drink some water. Now on a Friday at Nature's Touch, we don't really work, we prepare for Saturday morning. I have to do all the supplement, get everything ready for the next day. But you know, I don't turn away my clients because you know, you can't turn away people when they have an emergency. He said she was in the hospital, she came out, she still can't eat or drink, they treated her. They told her it was a viral infection and she was just vomiting all along. And at Nature's Touch, we do what is called putting up the budget, because I have learned that art from since a child in the countryside. When we were children and we run about and we jump or we fall or we lift up something that is heavier on us, we would suffer that fate. And I performed that art of cupping therapy on the lady's chest and her back. And the lady, before she left Nature's Touch, she was able to drink an entire glass. And I have not heard any bad report. She's feeling great. I spoke with her. She's feeling great. She even sent 2 persons during the week at Nature's Touch. I give thanks for the blessings and for what we do at Nature's Touch, and that brings relief and good health to the persons out there. So those of you who have been suffering, you have been going to and fro, up and down, and you have not gotten the result desire, try us at Nature's Touch. We are there to take care of your health because we have been blessed by the Creator of life, who created all living things to sustain us. Remember, we have been chosen to be part of this earthly family. Do not take yourself for granted. Stop putting off your health and the health of your child, of your children. We have little Amira here with us this morning, representing the smaller children. And people tend to think that is when you reach a old and age, then you run to see if you can save yourself. It begins from in the womb, because the mother has to have a good preparation to have a healthy baby. And when the baby is born, the baby is supposed to enjoy good health, not live in a hospital and on medicine. Our God did not create us to suffer like that, but we, because of our hardened ways, because man prefer to follow traditions of men rather than the word of God, we pay with our life. Good morning to Antonio. He says, such lovely ladies. Thank you, Antonio, for the wonderful comment. We have the children as well. Remember, they have their gifts. So when you are buying all those fancy gifts for your child, buy a gift of good health. Please, people, stop taking your life for granted and putting all those tangible things that does not matter. Yes, your child would love to have something that they could have, maybe a tablet, maybe a phone, maybe a bicycle, a car. What game, all those little games, they enjoy. And yes, life is made to enjoy. But you cannot enjoy good life if you are sick. If you spend most of your school days, like I told you, Dwight, from age 6 to age 14, he spent all those years in the hospital. And it's only when the intervention of the natural herbal supplement was introduced to him, that is where the removal of that toxic waste, that mucus that was built up, because you have allergens from dust, and sometimes when you live, your environment depicts how your health operates. And he had that issue. He had to remove all those wastes. He completed secondary school at age 19 because he started off late. All right? Because you can't go to school, because every time you go, the teacher will be calling and saying, the child isn't feeling well. He have an asthma attack. Go to the hospital. We have to take him there. Because you can't have a child with an asthma attack waiting for the parents to come from wherever they come, from work or home or wherever they may be. And he spent many days in the hospital with asthma. I also had another little relative I remember well. When that asthma attack took him down. He used to be running from room to room, trying to get relief, but that don't help until he stopped and he's breathless. Same way, nature's way. I'm urging you folks out there, wherever you are this morning, and you are locked onto the street 919 FM, please do not take your health for granted. Come on down to Nature's Touch. Princess, give them our address where we are located.
We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria.
Again?
7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria.
It's just 1 minute away from Jumbo Food Supermarket when you get in that area. That's what a landmark I usually give to people, because they say, yes, I know Jumbo Foods. So when you get into that area and you see, we are either the street on the left or the street on the right. Good morning, showman. My dear youngest brother, he said, blessed morning, sis. My dearest young brother, showman, locked on and listening all the way out there in New Grant. Good morning to the folks in New Grant. Good morning to my mom. Good morning to my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-laws, all the laws. Love, love to all of you, to the neighbors and to the friends. Thank you so much. Princess has some more information to bring to you as well. Continue.
Respiratory infections can damage and cause scarring of the lungs, like in the case of COVID-19 virus. Signs and symptoms of asthma. People with asthma usually have obvious symptoms. These symptoms and signs resemble many respiratory infections: chest tightness, pain or pressure, coughing, especially at night, shortness of breath, and wheezing.
Thank you so much, Princess. And yes, a lot of times that's why you do not stay home and self-diagnose. Too many times people always diagnose them that they have this and they have that. You are not a medical professional. You don't even know anything about the anatomy and the physiology of the human body. Nothing. But you stay home and you say, I had this, I had that. Yesterday I took up a bag. I didn't eat yesterday. This morning I went out to a store, 6th Avenue, to get one of these gift bags. And I saw a young man, and I usually greet him because he works in one of the stores out there. And I said to him, how are you today? And he beat in his chest, gas, gas, gas. I said to him, I will check you back when I come back. I'm not laughing, but you know that's what we do. It could be something else. But we say gas, and I'm certain that young man had never done a cleanse in his life. And when you say gas, sometimes it is not gas, you know. It's something else in the digestive system that is giving you a warning. But that's how we interpret things. That's a culture of our people to self-diagnose. But I want you to stop it. I want you to call us at the numbers 398-8282. Tomorrow, God's willing, we are at Nature's Touch. Get your cleanse. Remove those toxic waste. And our cleanse are 100% local. No preservatives. All from the safe source of nature. I like that one. Created by the God of creation. Who knew what would happen to us? And I always like to refer to the birds and the animals. I look at the birds, you know, opposite where the field is, and I see the birds will fly down, and they'll be picking on the leaves of the lawn grass and the savannah. They're cleansing their system. The dogs will go across and they will eat, and then you will see the fecal matter with the grass mixing it, and the same dog that was moving like he had sick or worms or parasite in him, you see looking good the next day or two. How could these animals be more sensible than us human, who are supposed to be with the highest level of God's creation intelligence? And we fail because we are own way. We prefer to do our own things. We are about to close. We have just about 3 more minutes into the program. Amira, could you bravely give those numbers? Open your mouth, let them hear those numbers. First, Princess, let's guide her so she can get it going.
398-8282-2417568.
Excellent. Thank you, Amira. We are about to close. Princess, give your closing remarks because we just have about 2 more minutes.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Don't forget to share the live wherever you are listening or viewing us from. Share the information to someone that you know need to contact us and come on down to Nature's Touch and be on your way to great and excellent health. Don't forget we have our wonderful Christmas special right now, so call Dwight at that house phone number, our landline number, and book your appointment.
Exactly. Connect with us. Connect with us, folks. Stop staying in your zone and being sick. We're going into a new year. Oh, God, whole year all the suffer. Whole year, so they're going to bench and you just go, come. I've seen people go, come, go, come, go, come. The ambulance come from, they come back home. The 2 days again, they're going again. The 4th day, they're going again. They stay a month, they're going again. You got to get rid. Not mind disease and illness. Mind yourself. Mind your family. Mind your animals. Stop minding cancer. Stop minding diabetes. Stop minding when you have all these production of waste in your body as we speak about. Stop minding poor blood flow. Stop saying I have low blood count. There's things you can do, but you have to be consistent with your health. You cannot want to live a good life and do things when you feel too. Man prefer to follow traditions of men. Man are stiff-necked. They do their own thing. Nobody tell you stop, but you want to stop. Why? Because you just own way. But if it's own way alone, that's it. You pay with your life. We are going into a new year, year 2026, by God's grace. We are on the as I call it, the last lap. Take care of your health. Ensure that you are firing on all your cylinders. Your health is on the optimum level of function as you have been born. You didn't born with any infirmity, but you cause it upon yourself when you practice health on healthy lifestyle things that you feel is good. I want you all to call us, book your space for tomorrow, the 18th, next Thursday and Saturday, and the entire week. But we are on. Call us and ensure that your health in the right place. I'm counting on the seconds. We are almost out of here. I'm Iwer. Bye-bye quickly.
Bye-bye.
I'm out of here. I'm Empress Julie. Bye-bye.